There's 52 Sundays of learning about faith, and God gave us His Word all year long. So the daily challenge of our faith journey is finding the ways to trust His plan. Here's how: believing in Jesus for our salvation, trusting in God's Word every day, relying on the Spirit for His guidance. God's perfection shows the way. Science can be helpful, but it is made by men, and people sometimes get things wrong. From the shape of the earth to how our bodies work, but God's wisdom is so strong. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to learn about God and His Word. So stick with God, 'cause He never breaks His promises to us. So stick with God, 'cause we will always stand firm in His unfailing love. Mom, Faith and Physics are doing a science experiment.
Hello, explorers! Today we're gonna learn of the walls of Jericho and how the power of God brought them down. But first, let's do an experiment. We're gonna need a metal spoon, a string, and something hard. We have water in here, our string, and our spoon. Dr. Giggles, would you mind holding the spoon for me?
I got it.
Stel.
It's not going anywhere.
Okay, kids. Thank you, Dr. Giggles.
It's a pleasure.
As we tie a knot, we're gonna hear sound waves or sound frequencies. Do you hear that, Dr. Giggles?
I do.
Do you hear that, kids? Now, put your fingers and close your ears. Did you hear that, kids? Or not?
I didn't hear anything.
That is sound waves. Let's try it with something different. Dr. Giggles? Okay, wait. We're gonna do it together.
Together, okay.
Are you ready?
One,
1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, cover your ears. And go. Did you hear that? That is sound waves. This reminds me of when the walls of Jericho came down and the Israelites had so much faith. Let's watch a video.
Stories of the Bible. The Walls of Jericho. This is Joshua.
Oh, hey.
Joshua was the leader of the Israelites, who God used to bring His people to the Promised Land.
Yeah, let's do this.
When God told Joshua it was time to take the Promised Land, Joshua sent spies into the city of Jericho. While those spies were in Jericho, they were protected by a woman named Rahab. The spies promised to spare Rahab and her family when they took back the land.
Yay!
And she hung a scarlet cord from her window to remind them of their promise.
See you soon!
Hey, hello.
One day, Joshua looked up,
Huh?
and there was a man standing before him.
Hello.
The man said, "I am the commander of the army of the Lord." Joshua asked what the man wanted to tell him, and the Lord said He wanted Joshua to take the city of Jericho,
All right.
but that Joshua needed to follow his instructions exactly.
You got it.
Now Jericho was shut for fear of the Israelites.
Anyone home? Yeah, well.
No one came out and no one came in. So the Lord told Joshua to gather his soldiers and march around the city for 6 days.
Mary.
The priests were to take the Ark of the Covenant, and 7 priests were to go in front of it, blowing a ram's horn. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times and blow the horn. Then all the people of Israel were to give a great shout,
Then what?
and then the city walls would fall.
Whoa! Yeah, let's do it.
So Joshua said, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." And the people did shout.
Yeah!
and the walls did fall.
Let's go!
The Israelites overtook the city of Jericho as God had commanded.
Rahab!
They remembered Rahab because of her faithfulness. Now Joshua was faithful in carrying out God's commands, and the Israelites took many other cities as God told them they would, for God will never fail to fulfill His promises. So the Israelites came to live in the land that God had promised their fathers Abraham, Isaac, Israel, Joseph, and Moses many years ago.
By following God's instruction, the Israelites saw a miracle. Jesus taught us to have faith in Him.
Ah, yes, I remember the sound waves experiment. It was a time I accidentally created an earthquake in the lab.
Dr. Sprocket, that was you knocking off all the beakers in the lab.
Ah, yes. My memory isn't what it used to be, but I remember the sound, just like those trumpets.
From our lab to yours, remember to have faith.